Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is MS Collections. Thank you big time for stopping by. In today's tutorial, it's an interesting one and very important one at that. I'll be showing us how to set up a weaving machine. Okay, this is a very useful tutorial, especially if you're a fashion designer at whatever level, beginner or even well advanced in the trade, in the business. Of course, you know that a weaving machine is not something that you can overlook. Okay, so having these tips handy, knowing how to set up your weaving machine will save you a lot of stress, will save you a lot of finances, will save you so much, especially having to consult people that of course handle these equipments professionally. So if this is something you're interested in, do well to give me a like, a thumbs up, share, and of course turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I drop new uploads. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't, and drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If this video was helpful, I'm quite certain it is. Okay, so let's begin. So you can see I also did this video with alongside one of my staff at work, so he is the one handling the machine while I'll be doing the talking. So we are beginning, we have everything has been disconnected, we are starting from the beginning. So you can see these are weaving threads that you can see there. So the weaving threads are in the market, just in case you do not know them, and they come in different colors. I know of white, I know of black. Okay, so, and of course they come in different sizes. So your weaving machine is most likely going to look like this. And by the way, this is an email weaving machine. So most of the video, guys, will just be for you to watch carefully. I'll just come in to make some comments where necessary, but please do well to sit tight and watch. It is very important, and I recommend that you watch this multiple times, because the weaving machine is not something you just learn at a glance. You have to watch over and over again to master it. But guys, if you have your weaving machine, just go right now, sit in front of it and follow it, just in case you haven't, and do well to follow what we are doing. Okay guys, so this is for the first thread, as you watched. Now just to note that for this particular machine, there are about 5 channels that the thread will pass through, aside from this this one I'm pointing at. Aside from this one, the other holes or channels, there are 5 others that they will pass through. So I'm just going ahead to use my finger to show you the points. So you can see the first channel, there's a second, this is the first one, this is the second one, the third one, the fourth one, then the 5th one is what you have inside, and then after which it will now pass the needle. So you have 5 channels before the needle. Okay, yes. So for the first one, this is the connection that just takes you to connect the thread to the needle. So I'll also be uploading another video where I'll be showing you how to change your weaving machine needle, guys. I really don't know why you haven't subscribed or turned on your notification bell at this point if you haven't, because this video is very essential and it's very handy. Every fashion designer should know this. Okay, so I just tuned the camera to show you the needle point. Okay, yes. And so after these 5 points, you can see them clearly. This is what I'm showing you. You can see that fifth point. Yes, so that's the hole, or those are the holes rather. So once you do that, you can now insert your thread in the needle, and you are done with the first pot. So we have, for the second thread, we have the second pot you can see in the center. So make sure to pass your thread after you've connected your thread and passed it above the weaving machine, down to this pot. You can see, make sure it sits in well. And then for this second pot, you have 7 channels that your weaving thread should pass through. And then, so just watch carefully so you can see. Like I said, it's a video that you have to watch over and over again. So after you pass this pot, so the 7th pot begins from this one. This is what I consider the first one. Okay, I'm not counting the pot above, I'm counting from this point. So this is the first pot. Then when you're looking at your weaving machine, for these pots you sit down, you discover that there's one set that looks like above, there's another set that look underneath. That's from this point where we are fixing now. So the second thread is for these pots that look like they're above. Okay, so we are passing for, you just have to like pass these threads, just count, like just be sure that you have passed them in like 7 pots before they get to the final, should I say their final station now, or before they get to the weaving machine teeth, okay, where the weaving begins. Okay, so it's really, the holes are really tiny, and that's why it's advisable to use this picker. What I'm using to hold the threads, we call them picker over here. If there's something else you call them, do well to drop in the comment section. Okay, so yes, so that's it. And it's, if you study very careful, everyone links to another one. It's just for you to carefully look out. Then we are getting to a point where should I say the weaving machine, aside the needle, there are like 2 main needles. Again, every pot has its final needle. That's what you should know. Every pot has its final needle. The first pot has the needle on top, then there are 2 other needles in between this point. The video is going to capture them. Okay, so when this is fixed for the second pot, it's just going to, I'm trying to show you the needle. You can see those 2 things moving over there, those are needles. Okay, so now for the second pot, you just put directly in its needle, and then it gets to where weaving is done. But for the third pot, the needle has both front and the back. Okay, so I'm doing my best to capture all these in this video. Like I said, please just watch attentively, okay, and just watch it over and over again, and it's going to be of much help if you're sitting in front of a machine, so that you understand what we are doing. Okay, but just take note that for this second thread, you have to fix in about 7 pots before you get to 7 pots including the needle. Okay, for this one is 7 pots including the needle. Yeah, so let's ride on. Okay, now so for the third pot, we also began to thread, as you can see. So it's basically the same processes. Like I said earlier, once you fix in one pot, it will connect you to the next pot, because they are all lined up together. All right, so go ahead and watch and see as we thread. And for this third weaving thread as well. There are 7 pots also, 7 pots including the needle as well. So you have the first one 5 pots before the needle, but for the second and third there are 7 pots including the needle. Okay, so like I said, I've also tried to zoom it so that we could see, and just take note that for this third one, for the second one the pots are like above, while the third one the pots are below. Okay, so it will link you when you fix like this. It's going to link you to the last needle. Each pot has its final needle, but for this third pot, like I began to mention earlier, the needle for the third pot has a hole behind and in front. So we are getting to the final needle right now. I'll also take the camera now. Can you see? Now we are taking it to that point to fix at the back of the needle. I'll put my camera so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now can you see? Yes. So the final needle the final needle is the needle that has a hole both at the back and in front. Okay, so when you look at it, when you just roll your weaving machine, you can see it. So you fix it in that point, and that is all. So for this third one, when you fix at the back of the needle, you now pass the thread and fix in front of the needle, and we are good to go, guys. So I hope you were able to follow through the processes. Like I said earlier, if you missed any step, just kindly rewind and watch again. Now this is the stitch regulator for the weaving thread. Okay, so if you want your stitches tighter or loose, this is where to regulate it. Okay, yes. So not should I say stitch, should I weave regulator? The stitch regulator is for the sewing machine, for the weaving machine is the weave regulator. Sorry. So if you want your weave to be tighter or loose, that is where to regulate it. All right, guys. So I'm also going to be uploading another video shortly where I'll be showing how to fix the weaving machine needle, the kind of needle, and how to fix it, just in case you need to fix your needle or you have a broken needle. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you really learned. See you in my next video. Bye.